What's going on, everybody? It's BC9 for XYZ, and welcome back to another gameplay walkthrough. We're continuing our treks through the Nancy Drew series, ladies and gentlemen. This is number 5 in the series, and this is the final scene. Now, this is actually one of my favorite games in the series, interestingly enough, and it was one of the first games I actually played in the series. So, let's go ahead and start, shall we? I've already gone ahead and done all the settings and stuff, so we're all good to go. There's no greeting this time, it's just welcome, so let's hear what Nancy has to say.
Dear Bess, remember Maya Wynn from high school?
Okay, then.
I'm visiting her in St. Louis. We have tickets to tonight's premiere of the new Brady Armstrong movie, Vanishing Destiny. It's the last screening ever at the Royal Palladium. This place has been a landmark for almost a century, and now, in just 3 days, it's going to be demolished. I wish I could have seen the theater back in the 20s before it was turned into a movie house. All the great magicians performed here, even Harry Houdini. There's a lot of public opposition to the loss of this historic building. Rumor has it local activists are planning to stage a big protest out front tonight. The theater will be closed when we arrive, but they'll let us in since Maya is covering the story for the university newspaper. Oh boy, a press pass sure does come in handy. Maya told me she has an interesting lead, and we're on our way to interview Brady Armstrong about the controversy now. I know he's one of your favorite stars. Stay tuned. Maya always gets the full scoop. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
Okay, Nancy, here I go. Cross your fingers, there's a story behind this door.
Go get 'em, Scoop.
Meet you in the lobby.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Is this thing on? Hello?
Think I'll go check out the snacks. That sounds like Maya. Help! Nancy!
And she's gone. Weird, huh? Let's go pick up the phone. Again, we gotta wait for this stupid thing to load every freaking image.
Hello?
Listen carefully. If they knock the theater down, the girl goes with it.
What? Who is this? Hello? Hello?
Keep in mind that was from 5.
You'll never get away with this. Do you hear me?
Hello?
You're messing with the wrong girls, whoever you are. She's a reporter and I'm a detective, and we don't scare easy.
This is Joseph Hughes, the caretaker. I'm looking for Brady Armstrong. He said he'd be there. Who's this? And what's all the excitement?
My friend has disappeared from Brady's dressing room. I heard her scream. I think she's been kidnapped.
Now, please try to calm down and tell me what's going on. What's your name, dear?
Come on.
My name is Nancy Drew. Maya Wynn is my friend, and she's gone. I was out in the hall when I heard her scream. I don't know how they could have taken her.
Disappeared from the men's dressing room? What makes you think she was taken?
I just received a threatening call saying if I don't stop the theater demolition, I'll never see her again.
Whoa, they must have taken her through that secret passageway. Holy smokes, and you're on an inside line. That call must have come from inside the building. We gotta act quick. You check out the secret passageway. I'll make sure all the exits are locked, and then I'll come find you.
Hey, you. No groupies in the dressing rooms. But since you're such a rascally fan, what would you say to a signed autograph from yours truly?
I'm not here for an autograph. My friend's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped? Maybe you
Kidnapped?
better tell me what's going on here.
I heard Maya scream. When I got here, she was gone, vanished. And then I got a creepy phone call from the kidnapper.
But where could they have taken her? What did they say?
I think they escaped through a secret passageway. I'm going to have to search this room.
Sure thing. How can I help?
The caretaker was looking for you. See if you can help him.
Roger.
Alright, so here we are. I didn't mention before, this is actually my second playthrough of this. I did this one, like, oh god, like maybe 4 years ago before I even knew how to record anything. So it's actually on my channel already. This is more for a modern, what do you call it? A kind of like, here I am, I've improved as a recording host. So it came from 5, so it came from the women's dressing room, that's where the call came from. We got a call from the projection room at the right after. Now, interestingly enough, you say you gotta search this room. There's really nothing in the room, which kind of sucks. But, what's it called? There is, weirdly enough, a door here that you can't open. It's locked. And if you search behind this painting, you see we have no inventory either. And again, I'm sorry, we gotta wait for every image to load now because the game needs to do that. I don't know why. It's very slow on new computers for some reason. Once it loads, it'll be fine. Alright, so let's go in here and go up over here and take that. We'll be needing that later. It's not going to be used for magic at all, actually, which makes it kind of funny. What that did was that lever opened up a secret passageway right here. Boom. Creepy old theater. It's an old movie theater, so... By the way, I'm sorry for that opening cutscene kind of going back to my desktop. I have no idea what happened. And we are in a wardrobe.
I may have to cut this short, Hal. Someone just climbed out of my wardrobe.
Can't you see I'm on the phone here? This is an emergency. I'm looking for a 19-year-old girl with black hair.
Listen, sweetheart, I have a premiere tonight and no stylist for my star, so don't tell me about problems.
You don't understand. I think my friend is in trouble.
I said scram.
She's helpful, isn't she? There's nothing in here, by the way. When she's in the room, there's nothing in here. Alright, so we can start searching the place. I guess you can say. The theater is gorgeous, actually, for 1998 graphics. Actually, I think this is 2002. 2001 graphics. So it's actually not too bad. But as you can see, it's a pretty gorgeous theater. I mean, yeah, it's old, but it's pretty. So like I said, this is where we go and take the thingy and do that with it. It'll be used later on. Not used for magic at all. Really hilarious, actually. Alright, so then what we can do is go over here into the booth, and actually what we're going to do now is call 911 over here. Simple, huh?
St. Louis Police Department.
I'm calling to report a kidnapping.
Is the kidnapping in progress?
No.
Hold on, miss. I'll transfer you to the Missing Persons Unit.
Missing persons, Sergeant Mac Ramsey speaking.
I'm calling to report a kidnapping. No longer in progress.
And who am I speaking with, please?
My name is Nancy Drew.
Okay, Miss Drew. Now, did you witness this kidnapping?
No, but I heard it.
What exactly did you hear?
My friend went into a dressing room. I was out in the hall. And I heard her scream, so I went in after her, but she was gone.
When and where did this happen?
Just now, at the Royal Palladium Theater.
And what's your friend's name, Miss Drew?
Maya Nguyen.
Can you spell that, please?
M-A-Y-A, last name N-G-U-Y-E-N.
Age?
19.
Physical description?
She's Asian American. I guess about 5'5", long black hair.
So you didn't actually witness anything, is that right?
I heard her screaming, and I received a threatening phone call. That must count for something.
A threat. Can you describe the voice? Was it a man or a woman?
It was spooky. I think they were using some voice disguise device.
Yes. That'll make it impossible to tell the gender of the caller. Did you notice anything suspicious looking in the vicinity?
No.
No suspects. Any visible signs of struggle in the dressing room? Did your friend leave anything behind? Her purse? Anything that might have fallen out of her pockets?
No.
No evidence. Does your friend work at the theater?
No, she's a student at Washington University.
Does your friend have any enemies?
Maya? I highly doubt it.
And what business did Maya have entering the theater dressing room?
She's a reporter for the school paper. She was there to do an interview.
What about Maya's parents? Have they been contacted?
They're in Vietnam this time of year. I don't know how to contact them.
Okay, miss. I'll file this report. After 24 hours, if she hasn't turned up, we consider her a missing person and begin to investigate.
How can she turn up? She's been kidnapped.
Unlikely. With all the scuttlebutt around this demolition, this stinks of student prank.
A prank? But this building is going to be demolished in 72 hours. How can we afford to take that chance?
How do you mean?
The kidnapper must be holding her in the building, don't you think?
Unlikely. No competent kidnapper keeps their captive anywhere near the scene of the abduction. Is there anything else, Miss Drew?
Sergeant, I really don't think we can afford to wait 24 hours.
It's standard procedure, Miss Drew. Unless you can provide us with some evidence that your friend was taken by force, it's 24 hours.
Thanks, Sergeant. I'll call you back when I have the evidence.
You do that.
Bye.
So the police are no help. As of right now, anyway. They're not any help. Here's Nicholas Falcone. He's weird.
No teeny boppers till showtime. House rules.
What's that supposed to mean?
Aren't you here to worship at the screen of Brady Charmstrong?
I came to see the premiere, if that's what you're asking. That doesn't make me a worshiper.
You are what you consume, and that movie's nothing but processed cheese. Every ticket sold is a vote for corporate cannibalism. And nobody cares now, but one day, abracadabra, we're gonna wake up in the United States of Generica. Who are you, and what's with the doom and gloom?
I'm Nancy, but I think I missed something. Generica?
Haven't you heard? The battle is on. There's a human chain forming out front as we speak. But all that can wait. It's obvious you got a situation, so what's up?
My friend's been kidnapped. I've got to start searching this place.
Phew. Kidnapping? That's a high-profile tactic. Somebody means business. So what's the demands?
Suddenly, Maya's fate is tied to this theater. They said that if it gets demolished, she'll go with it.
No kidding. That'll blast those bureaucrats and corporate bigwigs out of their dream world. Applause for the cause. We need all the help we can get.
Excuse me? We're talking about a girl's life here.
I'm sorry. I know you're upset, but they won't mess
Yeah.
with your friend. They just took her for effect. It's called making a statement.
Oh, so this is just a pretend kidnapping. I never would have guessed. Maya's scream sounded so real.
She'll be okay. Trust me.
Right. I need to start searching for evidence, but I'll be back with more questions for you, Nicholas.
Fight the power.
Let's not talk to him anymore. All right, let's go upstairs and go into the projection room and talk to oh, I forget his name. Shoot. What's his name?
You must be Nancy.
Joe.
The worry's written all over your face. Well, I'm Joe. I started to look for you, but then I figured better to park myself and let you find me. Any trace of your friend?
I found the secret passageway all right, but no sign of Maya. I can't believe this is happening.
Well, what about calling the police? There's an outside line in the ticket booth.
Thanks, but I already tried that. Standard procedure says I'm on my own for the next 24 hours.
Standard procedure.
They seem to think it might be a prank.
But this theater's going to be torn down in 3 days. Did you tell them that?
They say it's unlikely that the kidnapper would keep her in the building.
Well, I checked all the outside doors, and they're locked up tight. Only folks who've been in the theater all day are Brady and Simone, you and Maya, Nicholas Falcone, and myself.
How can you be sure?
Well, I've only got this one pair of eyes, so I can't say 100%.
Did you notice anything suspicious?
I was up here in the projector room, sound testing for the premiere. But I'd be disappointed in your detective work if you didn't put me through the ringer like a regular suspect.
Sound testing. Yeah, I think I remember hearing you practicing your MC voice now that you mention it.
I reckon if the kidnapper wants the demolition stopped, they must be keeping Maya somewhere in the building.
Right, I agree. That's why I'm going to turn this theater inside out until I find her.
That's the spirit. Now, what's your plan of attack?
Time to start searching. Can you give me a map or some blueprints of this place?
Try calling county administration. The records division keeps that type of stuff. I bet a blueprint would show secret passages that even I've never found. Ask for the original plans, not the ones from the 56 remodel.
What was the 56 remodel all about?
J.J. Thompson, the original owner, died in 1950. His kids inherited it and decided that movie theaters were the wave of the future. Anyway, I've spent the last 40-something years finding my way around this place, so let me know if I can help.
You've been a big help already.
Don't let the turkeys get you down.
He's great. So let's just get that. Interestingly enough, we look at Clayton. This is an operator's manual for the thingamabobber. What do you call it? Maintenance. The projector, but of course
there was a key here.
The key is missing, so we have to make our own, which is actually kind of cool. Gosh darn it, sorry. And then we'll just get in here and get this for later. All right, out we go. Let's just take a look at the theater really quickly. It's really cool. Really pretty. You know, I already showed it to you, but I never showed you what it's like from an audience perspective. This we're going to need. And that's the end of this wand. We don't need it anymore. We're going to keep it until the end of the game, obviously, because we can't dispose of inventory. It's interesting. The theater itself actually doesn't look anything like what the cover looks like. I think they originally designed it that way on the cover and then did something else. So anyway, I'm going to actually stop the first episode here. We're going to talk to Simone after this, but we'll be right back, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on Nancy Drew: The Final Scene.